Do you feel it? That tension in your chest that comes unexpectedly. A pressure that tightens your breath and sends your racing thoughts into overdrive. It feels as if your mind is trying to escape from something you can't quite name, a constant whisper of impending doom even when everything seems fine. And worse, no one around really understands the storm raging inside. You wear a smile and say you're okay, yet inside, it's as if you're silently screaming. You wish someone could hear that cry for help, but all your words fall on deaf ears. Now stop for a moment. What if I told you this anxiety is not the true enemy at all? What if it isn't a failing of your body or a mere chemical imbalance, but a message, a signal from a deeper part of your soul? Carl Jung, one of psychology's greats, believed anxiety isn't a flaw to fix. It's a call from the depths of who you are, a sign that parts of you have been suppressed. Have you ever wondered why you feel this way when there's no obvious danger? You try to breathe deeply, to calm your mind with positive thoughts, yet the anxiety follows like an unseen shadow, relentless and insistent. Perhaps it's because you're trying to silence a voice within you that begs to be heard. A voice not trying to break you, but to awaken you. Consider this. The discomfort you feel might be your soul urging you to pay attention. It's not that you are broken, but that parts of you have been long forgotten, locked away under years of routine and expectation. Ignoring them only makes the tension grow until it overwhelms you. This is not another shallow self-help promise that everything will magically be fixed. I'm not here to convince you that a smile can simply erase the storm. Instead, this video is a mirror reflecting what you might be avoiding. That message from deep within is here to show you what is real. That true reality is not the social mask you present every day, but the raw, unedited self that lives behind all the facades. Anxiety is not just a bodily reaction or a chemical imbalance in your brain. It's a misalignment between who you live as and who you are meant to be. When your inner world is ignored, the unconscious starts shouting. Every time you say, "I'm fine," when you're really not, you deepen the divide. There's a version of you waiting in the shadows, buried by expectations and habits, and each time you hide that self, the gap widens, and anxiety takes hold. This isn't a curse, it's a call to come home. It's a message urging you to reconnect with the parts of you you've ignored, an invitation to listen, not to silence your pain, but to understand the story behind it. The purpose is not to banish anxiety with a quick fix, but to listen to its truth. Because in the midst of that tension lies a bridge back to your authentic self. So next time anxiety hits, try asking, "What are you trying to show me?" It might be your soul's gentle way of insisting that you finally notice. Maybe it isn't here to harm you, but to guide you back to life. If these words resonate, stay with me on this journey of uncovering deeper truths. Society taught us to chase acceptance, to fit into molds and forget who we truly are. We learned early on that certain feelings are unwelcome, even dangerous, so we hide behind a mask. But beneath that mask lies the forgotten self, the true you that has been silenced. Carl Jung termed this hidden part of you the shadow. It is made of all the feelings you were told to suppress, the anger, the sorrow, the vulnerability, all the parts you were taught to fear. Yet the shadow isn't a mere villain. It is an essential part of your being. It demands to be seen, to be integrated into who you truly are. Ignoring the shadow only allows anxiety to grow stronger, louder. It's like leaving a wound untreated. It festers until the pain can no longer be ignored. Have you ever felt that inexplicable pang of tension, as if something's missing? That's your soul calling for attention, for acknowledgement. Imagine if instead of fleeing from that pain, you embraced it, gently and honestly. If you asked yourself, "What part of me am I denying?" Because every anxiety symptom, every racing thought has a story behind it. It isn't random chaos. It's a message beckoning you to remember your truest self. As long as you keep pretending, the gap between who you are and who you present widens. And that gap is where anxiety takes root, not as a monster, but as a misunderstood messenger. The journey of transformation begins when you stop running and start listening. Your body is not just a vessel for daily routines. It is a map of suppressed feelings, locked away memories, and a deep longing to be understood. Every physical symptom, the tightness in your chest, the knot in your throat, is a word in the language of your soul. When we ignore these signals, we only deepen the divide between mind and body. But when you pay attention, you begin to bridge that gap. Let's pause and take a breath together. In this stillness lies the beginning of healing. Every deep breath reconnects you with that silent inner wisdom. Jung taught that healing happens not by erasing pain, but by understanding its origin. He believed that the body holds the key to unearthing the neglected parts of the psyche. So the next time you feel that uneasy flutter, don't reach for a quick remedy. Instead, see it as an invitation to look deeper within, asking yourself, what is this sensation trying to tell me? There is no simple cure for the complexity of human emotion. True healing comes from acknowledging every crack and crevice of your internal self. You are not merely a product of your habits or a role you play every day. You are a rich tapestry of feelings, dreams, and forgotten truths. Sometimes, the most profound change comes from embracing what scares us most. Think of anxiety not as a burden, but as a torch lighting the dark corners of your soul. Its persistent presence is not here to torment you, but to remind you that you are still evolving. It tells you that there is more to you than the persona you have carefully constructed. Are you willing to meet that hidden self, to finally face the parts you've long denied? This is the beginning of a transformative journey, a voyage from silence to understanding. The first step is to listen, truly listen, to the inner voice that speaks in whispers. It is in this vulnerable space that real change takes root. Consider this moment as your invitation to step off the stage of pretense, to honor your true feelings and allow them to shape a more genuine life. Each anxious breath is a signpost pointing to neglected dreams and long-lost passions. They are not here to condemn you, they are here to guide you home. For too long, you have been molded by society's shallow expectations. You were taught to hide your pain, to smile through the storm. But the moment you begin to honor your discomfort, the journey of individuation starts. Individuation is about reclaiming yourself, the parts that have been muted by conformity. It is a gradual process of integrating the shadow with the light. Jung said that a soul is never complete until it has embraced both its darkness and its brightness. So the next time anxiety calls, don't shut the door. Open it slowly and invite its message in. Listen carefully to what it reveals about you. There is a profound wisdom in the discomfort you often fear. What if the key to your liberation lies in understanding the root of your pain? Each moment of panic, each surge of nervous energy is a clue to what has been left unsaid, a part of you that you have been avoiding. Reflect on this. The patterns you've lived by are not your fate, but simply habits crafted over time to keep you safe from vulnerability. And in that safety lies a cost, the suppression of your true self. Today, dare to break those chains. Let your inner truth begin to emerge. Imagine a life not governed by the constant chase of societal expectations, but led by inner truth. Imagine reconnecting with those raw parts of you that have long yearned for expression. This is the journey from anxiety to authenticity, a transformation that starts with a single choice. Will you continue to run away, or will you dare to look within? The choice is yours, and the path, though daunting, leads to profound healing. For every moment of fear you endure, there lies an opportunity for rebirth. The old you, a mosaic of suppressed dreams and stifled emotions, is calling out. It's time to listen. It's time to be whole. Embrace the truth. The anxiety that troubles you is not your enemy. It is a guardian, a sentinel urging you to reclaim what you've lost. This internal war is not a fight against yourself, but a call for transformation. In facing your anxiety, you confront the gap between who you are and who you've been conditioned to be. And in that confrontation lies the beginning of a magnificent inner revolution. Your body, the home of your feelings, carries every story of your struggle. Every tense muscle, every racing heartbeat is a word in the language of your soul. When you honor these sensations, you begin to decipher their meaning. They are not random signals, but messages from the forgotten corners of your being. True healing is not found in distraction nor in fleeting comforts. It comes from a deep, honest reunion with yourself, the unmasked you. And that reunion begins with solitude, a sacred space where you can truly be. In solitude, you hear the subtle voice of your inner truth rising to the surface. It is here that the cacophony of the outside world slowly fades away. And in that quiet, you find the courage to embrace the full spectrum of your emotions. Silence is not emptiness. It is fertile ground for self-discovery. Symbols and dreams once shrouded in darkness begin to reveal their hidden meanings. They are the language of a soul longing to break free from its self-imposed prisons. Every symbol carries a clue, a hint of what you have repressed, a dream of falling, a sudden bout of panic. Each is a piece of a larger puzzle, the puzzle that is you, a story of forgotten promises and unrealized potential. When you learn to embrace these signs, the path to wholeness unfolds before you. It is not an easy path. It demands vulnerability, honesty, and persistent introspection. But every step toward your true self is a victory over the illusion of perfection. This process of integration, this reunion with the lost parts of you, transforms anxiety from a relentless foe into a wise guide. You begin to see that every pang of discomfort is a marker of change, a signal of growth. In embracing your anxiety, you embrace the fullness of who you are. You are not defined by your fears, but by your capacity to overcome them. So stand at the crossroads of your inner conflict and make a bold decision. Will you persist in the life you're told to live, or will you venture into the unknown of your authentic self? In the space where anxiety dwells lies the hope of transformation. Do not fear that journey. Fear not the awakening it brings. For every shadow you face, a new light emerges from within. This is the secret of true integration, the union of the light and dark within you. It is not about eliminating discomfort, but about understanding its deeper call. At its core, anxiety is a messenger from the vast, untouched terrains of your soul, begging you to delve into the mysteries of your own existence. Look at it as a mirror, each reflection showing a part of yourself you once forgot. When you allow yourself to truly see, the broken pieces can be gathered, healed, and woven into a richer tapestry of experience and truth. And the transformation that follows is nothing short of miraculous. Remember, you were not built to survive in a world of pretense. You were born to be whole, to reconnect with every fiber of your being. And though the process might be daunting, it is also immensely rewarding. Today marks the beginning of that courageous journey back to you. Embrace the tension, the anxiety, as elements of a grander design. They are the sparks that ignite the fire of transformation within. Every moment spent in resistance only deepens the divide between the self you show and the self within. Now is the time to decide. Will you continue to flee or begin to explore? Take a deep breath and let silence cradle your thoughts. Allow the symbols of your dreams and the rhythms of your body to speak. In the calm of solitude, you will start to hear the true language of your soul. This is not a quick fix, but the foundation of lasting change. For too long, you have been distracted by the noise of the world. Now look within, to the subtle stirrings of your heart, to the whispers of your unspoken truth. It's time to start a dialogue with that hidden part of you. The journey of integration is one of persistence, of slowly peeling away the layers of pretense until you reveal the raw beauty of who you are. It's a process of becoming, of rediscovering the parts of you that were silenced by fear. While society may applaud the mask you wear, only you know the cost of hiding your true self. The anxiety that haunts you is not simply an enemy, it is a call to evolve, the energetic pulse that marks the beginning of self-healing. As you move forward, remember, each anxious beat is an invitation to wholeness, to reclaim every fragment of your being. Healing happens not by ignoring the pain, but by embracing it as a guide. It is a commitment to listen, to rebuild, and to revere your entire self. This path does not promise instant relief. It offers a gradual rebirth, a journey where every step, every setback, is a verse in the epic of your transformation. Let your anxiety be the spark that lights the way out of darkness, and know that every moment of discomfort is a seed of potential waiting to bloom. It is through accepting your shadows that you can finally step into the light. Your soul does not wish to be confined by the limits others place upon you. It yearns for expression, for creativity, and for the freedom to be unapologetically you. The journey ahead is not paved with shortcuts. It requires deep introspection and hard-won courage. But this is your path, the journey from mere survival to living fully. Every breath, every tear, every moment of anxiety is a testament to your capacity for transformation. When you embrace these moments, you begin to see your life in a new light. You start to understand that your struggles are not signs of weakness, but milestones in your growth. You are in the process of becoming each step, no matter how painful, leading you closer to wholeness. Let this be your turning point. Face your inner storms with curiosity rather than fear. The path to healing is winding and uncertain, but it is also yours to explore. Be patient with yourself and honor every part of your journey. For in the depths of anxiety, you will find the seeds of your true liberation. The next phase of your journey is to actively engage with your inner truth. It begins with small acts, moments of reflection, pauses amidst the chaos, discovering that quiet space within where your intuition whispers softly yet clearly. This is the doorway to transformation, the bridge between who you are and who you're becoming. And while the journey is not easy, it is the most authentic journey you will ever take. Each day, as you confront your fears, you chip away at the false self you once believed in. You reclaim the parts of you that were lost beneath years of expectation. This process of individuation brings you face to face with your true essence. It asks you to honor both light and darkness and to see beauty in imperfection. For every moment of anxiety, there is also a moment of clarity waiting to be embraced. A clarity that reflects your soul if only you dare to look deeply. Now is the time to decide. Will you allow fear to dictate your path, or will you reclaim your power? The old ways of merely surviving have kept you locked away from your true self, but every moment of anxiety is a call to step into a fuller, more fearless life. It's a summons to dismantle the masks and shed the roles that no longer serve you, replacing them with a life rooted in honesty, compassion, and deep self-knowledge. The journey is lifelong, and each step forward is an act of bravery. There is no finish line in the process of self-discovery, only moments of realization and renewal. As you continue on this path, invite your anxiety to become your teacher. Let it show you the cracks where your light can shine through, because it is within these fractures that true healing begins to seep in. If you can embrace this truth, you will begin to see that you are not broken. You are simply becoming whole, reconnecting with every part of your existence. This is the profound truth of the human spirit. Even in anxiety, there lies the potential for rebirth. For every moment you listen to that inner call, you reclaim a piece of your authentic self. In the end, the anxiety you once feared will become nothing more than a sacred guide, a guide that leads you to a life of depth, connection, and true fulfillment. Promise yourself to always look within, to never shy away from the truth. Share your experience by writing, "I choose to look within." Let that pledge serve as a daily reminder that you are committed to being real and to being free. Now, if this message resonates with you, share your commitment in the comments and continue exploring, integrating, and living fully. Thank you for listening and for daring to face the truth that many are too afraid to see. The next part of this journey awaits, another step closer to becoming who you really are. Go forth, live fully, and remember, your true self is waiting to be awakened.